And hello, everyone, and welcome to our first episode of the GM's Chamber for Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay with Danny, the GM. Danny,
Hello,
the good GM.
everybody.
I'm the
How are
bad
you?
GM.
No,
Uh,
he's not. He's a GM also.
I'm
Mm.
alright. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm going good. A little bit tired, but happy to be here.
Aren't we all?
Uh,
So we're going to be doing the questions. One of the questions has been left out because Danny would like to keep some of the cards to his chest. Well,
yeah.
pretty much. Which is the final question. But yeah, so we're going to go through the questions in a second. But yeah, how long have you been GMing for, Danny?
I think I've been gaming about 7, 8 years,
Nice.
perhaps.
And just
Um,
Warhammer?
yes, the only one I've been gaming is Warhammer. I've been gaming different versions of Warhammer, but only Warhammer. Yes,
Nice.
yeah. I do read about other stuff like D&D and uh, mm, Pathfinder and stuff like that. Just to get
Well,
a.
Pathfinder and D&D are pretty much
Uh, but
games.
I think the time to learn a new part, a new universe is very hard. So Warhammer is so much lore. So I can just focus on one. That's why. Yeah.
Alright, so let's move on to the first question then, shall we?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So, how do you as a GM think it went on Thursday?
I think as a game, it went good. Everybody, well, not everybody, but I felt that people were laughing and they were having a fun time, and it was so good because you guys were interacting with each other, and as a GM, you want that to happen. You want your
Mm-hmm.
players to work with themselves and come up with these crazy ideas and tell you what's going on, and that's what I saw last game, and I had 4 hours of a great time. So that's it's great. I think it went good. I believe it went good. Yes.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It went well. It is quite hard sometimes to get characters to interact with each other as well. I mean, do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Sometimes they just sit in silence waiting for the GM to like prod them in the right direction. But yeah, I guess
Exactly.
if you got people just role playing and talking to each other and interacting, then you don't feel
Yes.
like such a knob having to like interact with yourself. Do you know what I mean? Where you have two people like trying to talk to each other. I thought the
Yeah.
whole yes, it was awesome. I really like that.
Okay. Cool. Mm,
Next question.
yes.
What was your initial plans?
What do you mean with initial plans?
So, so basically, you obviously had an idea of where you wanted to get the players.
Yes. I
How
think
did
I
that?
uh,
How well do you think that went?
it went a little bit different because my initial plan was for you guys to be at the inn already, but it went a little bit slower than I seen it before. But I mean, it was fun. It was fun. I mean, you guys were in town way more, and you weren't something I didn't had that I had planned. It was you guys to move around the town and interact with things, but you guys were very much in the tavern. And then um when you went out and looked for the coach, that was like, okay, this never happened before. I have to see what happens, like improvise. But it went well. It went well. I think it went well. That uh, and that was just an extra scene that was created, and you guys separated in two groups. So I had to. My initial plan was to introduce the character of Bohemians way earlier. Uh, so the first hour was a little bit. Uh, I think it's gonna be easier next session because you all are already together now, glue and have a goal, So that's gonna be much better. Yeah, am I rambling too much? Okay.
All right, next question. How
Yes.
much did you have to change during the game? How much did you have to think on your feet, basically, as you said earlier, like when my character went off for about a mile,
Yes,
walking by
that was
himself.
totally unexpected, and I have to improvise that part. But it was great because both you and Fishy are playing this dynamic, the wizard and the dwarf, like, and it's so good dynamic, and so also changes. It was like I had to slow down the game. uh like I say, I'm generally more, I find I could do this on 2 sessions, but now I know for facts it's gonna be 3 sessions. um so so it was that, but other than that, um I more or less knew that you guys were gonna need to take the coach and take the road, because not only you guys are going to the Waldenhof, but also you all have a reason why you want to go there. So it's kind of like it's a little bit of railroading, of creating these motives, but later on when we got the starter set, it's gonna be a little bit different. So
I
yes.
look forward to that.
Yeah.
Did the player surprise you?
Yes, the players surprise me as always. They come up with this crazy stuff, and that's what makes how to say it, that's what gives you back the energy that you put into the game as a game master. When your players just go and do something up out of nowhere. you know um it changed the dynamic. It changed um how you feel about this player. So yeah. So for me, like I say, also players that surprise you is like the best thing ever. It's like plan to get your plans wreck. you know that's the mentality I would like to have.
Well, that is the standard rule. No plot survives the player.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what makes story. Otherwise, as a GM, you could just play by yourself, but you cannot, because you have to have the fact that the player's gonna do the unexpected, the crazy, so that's great stuff. Yeah.
All right, and the final question:
Yeah.
was there anything you had to leave out?
Yes, I had prepared you guys go inside the general store and maybe find out more about buying stuff, or uh, also um, no, that was it, that in the town, and that was a part of it. I was counting maybe like 30-40 minutes there, but it went totally in another way. So but it was great. um in the forest, I have to hurry up a little bit the story in the forest. I could have put some extra creeps or something else happening as the storm is going on, but yeah, and yeah, that's it.
All right.
That's it. Mm.
Well, thank you very much. So, well, I'm not going to ask that question because I said I wasn't. But are you looking forward to next episode or next week?
Oh, yes, yes. I have some surprise for you boys.
All right, I look forward to it.
I think we're gonna have a great time, and also I've been getting your what's the name player survey, and I know what you guys are. There is a lot of things that I can gather from that gonna makes me improve the game for next week also. So yeah, I'm looking forward, man. Are you looking forward?
Yeah, very much
Okay,
so.
cool.
Yeah, Warhammer's like I said, Warhammer's like one of my favourites games ever because it was like the first game I ever bought. So it has a
Uh,
little soft spot in my heart.
Same
Over
here, man. Same here. The first one I bought, Warhammer Third Edition.
first edition for me.
Third edition. So yeah, cool. Um, Also, I like. Can I explain something? Something I
Yep.
think as a game. Um, it's always about asking players questions about the characters.
Mhm.
Try to bring out who the character is. I really love character development. Like get the details why the character is doing that, and trying to create questions that are not like yes and no, that the players have to elaborate and tell a story about it. And I think that could create more, what's the name uh, it creates a bond between the player and the character, because
Yeah.
you have to think, like you were not ready and you have to think about it. And that I think is a good way to involve players and characters, and have more story, and it will create better conversation between the players too. I mean, I think like the perfect GM will probably speak just so little, and the players run the 4 hour session, by themselves, like so so yeah. But I think it's gonna come there. I love the group dynamic we had. Like I think we were having fun, 4 hours of pure fun. And the before that, when I played with you, Fishy and you, well, that was also another fun time. So it's always great when it's like you got a group and you feel like, okay, this is a good energy on it, like. So yeah,
All right.
I want to say that. Okay.
All right. Well, that's it pretty much for this first episode, I believe. You can
Yeah.
find Danny on the Discord. And either in the PTG Discord or in the Ratcatchers Guild.
Yes.
But yeah, if you want to DM him or talk to him directly, I think he's open to some questions if you want to ask him some questions. But other than that, thank you very much for your time, Danny, and we will speak to you on Thursday when we go back to the inn where everyone's blaming me for all their fucking woes.
Oh, you just wait.
All
Okay,
right,
cool.
all right. We will speak to you later. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.